To add our age categories, we need to create a new column, and as you learned in the last lectures, this can be done in the Add Column ribbon here. We had a look at the index column and the duplicate feature already, in theory at least, but we also have this conditional column here. And the conditional column allows us to create a new column and to specify the values this column should contain based on information of another column. This means if we select this conditional column option now, and maybe drag this pop-up down a bit, you can first give this new column a name. In our case, this would be age category. And now we can specify which other value of another column our values in the age category column should depend on. So for us, this would mean that if our age group max column, so this one right here, contains a value which is, well, what? Not equal to, but if we open the menu here, it should be less than or equal to what? Well, less than or equal to the value of the corresponding row in the age group max column. So in case of the first age group right here, this would mean that we could say if our value in the age group max column is less than or equal to 4 right here, then this would result in an output in the new column, well, equal to baby. You can see one interesting thing here. You can use either numeric values or text right here. Both is possible, but of course you have to consider the logic you are using. We are working with less than or equal to, therefore the value in the age group max column here, of course, has to be a number, otherwise this doesn't work. The output is plain text right here, that's totally all right. So that's one category, but we have more age groups here, therefore let's add a second clause. This should again be based on the age group max column right here. And again, it should be less than or equal to. Okay, now the menu is closing. That's interesting. So let's use the keys on the keyboard then. So less than or equal to. And now maybe not 9. Let's maybe say 14. So this will basically cover the range from 5 to 14 now, because less than or equal to 4 is covered, but 9 is not included, but will then be part of this second range right here. Here we could say that we want to have a child then. Then we'll add another clause, again the same logic, age group max, and again this does not work, so let's again use the keyboard here. And here we could say it should be the range up to, well, 24, and let's say these are teenagers. You don't have to fully agree here, but I just want to show you some examples, so you can also change the categories, of course, if you want to. And let's maybe add 2 or 3 more categories. Let's say the next one could be, I'm not sure why this is not working, to be honest. This is strange. Okay. So let's say the next one could be less than or equal to 34 maybe. This could be a young adult here. So depending on your age, maybe you're still young. That's awesome. And let's add one final one here. This will again be the age group max, and it should be less than or equal to, let's maybe say, 64 maybe. And this should then be our adults right here. And this is our final normal if case. For all other cases, we can use, if I add this right here, we can use this else statement. And else simply means if none of these statements is true, then the output should be, well, the following, senior in our case. So we have baby, child, teenager, young adult, adult, and senior. This means if we apply these changes now, we hopefully get a new column with the age categories. Let's see. And this worked perfectly. One thing we should change here though, we should be very explicit about our format here. This should be plain text. So let's change this maybe too. And with that, we actually finished our dim age table now.